相杂罗刚个罗珠真尼真这尼达南达拉塞今年东个就像是些人年纪大个了我们刚到这边做了马路蛮多等我的就是为都做个了我觉得这样了就这样的这的接着你们你弄的接着着种子讲马路蛮些等我的那个今年种子了这那么多年大家在平台上让他你做这这都就早知道这你验证道路没些人家忽然要懒得的我马拉巴在哪的我马拉巴在哪的我马拉巴在哪的我马拉巴在哪的我马拉巴在哪的我马拉巴在哪的我马拉巴在哪的我马拉巴在哪的我马拉巴在哪的我马拉巴在哪的我马拉巴在哪的我马拉巴在哪的我马拉巴在我马拉巴在哪的这等接近接着我这里见到了他们把那事你快当他们就上了东北罗珠不必那我觉得说了解进步做的你没想从来没那么进步我家的把个当咱都什么东北的街上拉上这路各位大家上午好。
Good morning, everybody.
接下来我们就讲今天的课。
So from here on, we are going to begin with today's teaching.
那么今天我们的这个课的题目，叫做“烦恼的痛苦的另一面就是智慧”。
So the topic of today's teaching is wisdom, the flip side of suffering.
我们为什么要讲一个这样子的这个课呢？就是因为我们在日常生活当中我们每一个人的心里有各种各样的这个烦恼，然后呢，这些烦恼我们也很多人也不知道怎么样去解决这个问题所以每一个人都很困扰就是大家都很迷茫所以我们看通过这个佛教的方法能不能更好的这个解决这些问题所以我们今天就是选一个这样子的这个题目。
So why is it that we are speaking today about this topic? Well, the reason is that all of us in our everyday lives have a lot of frustrations, have a lot of vexations, and many of us are quite confused, not knowing how to go about really addressing these confusions and frustrations. And so the purpose of today's teaching is to see whether or not within the Buddhist teachings we might be able to find some ways to go about addressing these problems in a better way. So that's the reason for the choice of the topic today.
人类就是作为一个高级的动物所以就是有这个很高级的这个智慧我们了解的很多，知道的非常非常的多但是呢，我们还不了解的，我们还不知道的这样子的东西也是非常非常多。
So as an advanced species of animal, we as humans have a very extraordinary intelligence. We understand a lot of things, we know a lot about things. At the same time though, the things that we don't understand yet or don't have a great knowledge about are also very many.
我们还不太了解的这些东西当中有一些是跟我们的日常生活没有太大的关系，比如说就是几百万几千万光年以外的这个宇宙当中的有些天体它是怎么运转它是一个什么样的东西，这些如果我们不了解的话，对我们的生活没有什么太大的关系。
So among these various things that we don't have a good understanding of, things like constellations of stars or galaxies that exist 100 million light years away from us, as to how they work, how they're comprised, all of that kind of thing, not understanding these sorts of things doesn't have great connection to our everyday lives.
但是每天都发生在我们自己的身边的很多的事情它是怎么诞生它是因为什么样的原因产生的然后这些事情如果我们不了解的话对我们的生活就有很大的影响。
However, things that happen in close proximity to us, if we don't understand the reason for why they arise, why they come into being, then this has a very direct impact on our lives.
尤其是我们不了解我们自己到底是什么然后呢尤其是我们不了解我们的内心的这个世界就是我们的心它到底是什么如果这些不了解的话那么这个对我们的这个生活每一天都有很大的影响。
And especially concerning ourselves, if we don't understand ourselves, and especially the nature of our inner minds, if we don't have a proper insight and understanding of this, then it has a great impact in our lives.
我们今天讲的这个心是什么？第一个我们不是指的是大脑然后第二我们不是指的是心脏这两个都不是。
So when we talk about the mind, and the word that Kampo is using in Chinese is xin, which can be either mind or heart, and he's just clarifying that in saying mind, using this word xin, he doesn't mean the physical brain, and he doesn't mean the physical organ of the heart either.
那么心到底是什么呢？就是指的是我们的意识。
So in referring to mind, what Kampo is meaning is our consciousness.
那么意识它是什么样子？我们不了解尤其是不了解它的本质是什么，更不了解它的最深处是一个什么样的状态，这些我们都一无所知。
So regarding our consciousness, what its fundamental essence is, what is the nature of its deepest recesses, this is something that we have no idea about.
那么因为我们不了解我们的这个意识所以我们的意识当中所产生的这些烦恼各种各样的这些痛苦怎么样去解决这个方法我们还没有掌握好。
So because we don't understand the nature of our consciousness, the various kinds of afflictions and vexations that this consciousness manifests, we also don't know how to go about addressing.
然后我们比如说我们看到的这个世界我们怎么去认识这个世界，就是通过我们的感官也就是我们的眼耳鼻舌身通过这5种感官去了解这个外面的世界。
In terms of how we understand and perceive reality, we do so by relying on our sensory perception, so our 5 senses, our eyes, our ears, our nose, our sense of touch, taste. This is how we go about understanding or discovering the world around us.
然后我们的这个意识它去判断是这个世界的这个本质这样子的时候呢，它也是通过我们的感官提供的这个信息根据这个信息，然后我们的意识去判断这个世界然后去分析这个世界。
So in terms of the way that our consciousness goes about evaluating the nature of reality, the world around us, it does so in reliance on the information that is, or the data that is provided to it by our senses. So on the basis of that information or data, it goes about assessing or analyzing the nature of the world.
可是我们的这个感官它是没有办法看到这个物质世界的本质。
However, our senses are not able to discover the basic essence of the material world around us.
我们的感官所看到的这个世界，就是这个物质世界的最表面的现象。
What our eyes, for example, are able to perceive of the material world is only the most superficial layer or most superficial manifestation of the material world.
我们的眼睛没有办法看到这个物质世界的本质，或者是这个物质世界的它的最深处的这个结构我们只看到一个表面，它最深的地方是什么样子，我们的眼睛没有办法看到。
Our eyes are not able to perceive the fundamental structures or the basic essence of the material world. This is something that our eyes are just simply not equipped to perceive.
很简单的一个例子，比如说我们的衣服用我们的眼睛去看，它是有颜色它有各种各样的颜色，但是实际上我们的衣服我们每一个人身上的衣服，它是没有颜色的它没有色彩那么这个科学家也已经知道了，我们很多人也知道但是呢，我们的眼睛看起来它是有颜色的。
So a really simple example is the clothes that we wear. Everyone's clothes, if we look at them, have a particular color. But in actual fact, we all know, scientists know, everybody knows that in fact the clothes don't have a particular color. This is just something our eyes perceive.
那么这个就是说明了一个很重要，透露了一个非常重要的信息就是说我们的眼睛在正常的情况下看到的这个物质世界实际上不是这样子，不是我们所看到的那样子。
So this example actually communicates quite a profound piece of information, and that is that what we see with our eyes under normal conditions, what we perceive of the material world isn't in fact its truth.
那么这样子我们看到的这些物质世界当中，到底有多少个成分是对的，是正确的那我们现在大家都不清楚，到底有多少是真实的，我们没有办法确定。
As to how much of the material world that we perceive with our eyes, what proportion of this or how many elements, constituent elements are accurate, this is not something that anyone can say for sure.
也许就像我们的衣服的颜色一样，我们所看到的全部也许是错的。
It's possible, perhaps, that just as we perceive color in our clothes when it doesn't exist, that everything we perceive is mistaken.
如果这些都是错的那我们生活在一个什么样的世界当中呢？实际上不就是我们自己的感官创造了一个世界，然后我们就活在自己创造的这个世界当中，也许是这样子。
So if it is the case that everything we perceive is mistaken, then what kind of a world then does it mean that we live in? It would follow that the world or the reality that we're living in is one that is entirely created by our senses, and that it is within this world that we are existing.
我们大家可以看看我们的周边上下左右都是有颜色，这些物质都是有颜色的但是这些颜色实际上不存在，它是来自于什么呢？就是 来自于我自己的视觉，来自于我的视觉和我的大脑。实际上我们今天这个房间里面看到的所有的这个颜色，是我的大脑，是我的视觉创造出来的一个不真实的世界，不真实的东西。
Wherever we look, up, down, left, right, there's color all around us. However, where does this color come from? Ultimately, it is produced by our sense of vision and our brain. It's an illusion that is produced by these two things. Wherever we look, the color, in fact, that we see is not real.
好，同样的，我们的内在的世界，就是我们的意识啊，我们24小时当中，除了深度的睡眠以外，我们感觉到的这些各种各样的情绪啊，各种各样的念头啊，实际上也不是意识它的本质。
By the same logic, in terms of our inner minds, with the exception of deep sleep, everything else that we perceive in our minds within a 24-hour period, our emotions, our moods, our thoughts, etc., are not the fundamental essence of our minds.
那么我们不了解这个意识，但是意识它在我们的生活当中是一个非常非常重要的东西。
So even though we don't understand the nature of our consciousness, it plays an extremely important role in our everyday lives.
比如说我们的生活当中的痛苦，痛苦是什么？也就是我们的意识的一种感受。
So an example would be suffering. What is suffering? Well, suffering is ultimately something we perceive within our consciousness.
然后幸福、快乐幸福和快乐，当然我们的生活当中是一个非常非常重要的。那么这么重要的这个东西呢，它也是我们的意识的一种感受除了我们的意识的感受以外，没有幸福，没有痛苦。
And the same goes for happiness and joy. In our everyday lives, happiness and joy are extremely important. But it too, or these things too, are perceptions that arise within our consciousness. Aside from this, happiness and joy don't independently exist.
然后我们平时我们的生活当中的各种各样的烦恼比如说我们抱怨生气还有就是妒忌、嫉妒等等，所有的这些烦恼，也是我们的意识的一种变化而已。
And the same goes for other negative emotions that we experience in our everyday lives, sense of grievances, anger, jealousy, etc. These things too are simply changes that occur within our consciousness.
然后我们人类历史上发生的这些各种各样的这些悲剧也是来自于我们的意识。
And all the various tragedies that have occurred in human history too originated within our consciousnesses.
然后这些悲剧的创造者，这些悲剧的推动者，就是我们的意识。
The creators, the originators of all of these tragedies were our consciousnesses.
然后我们人类历史上的一些非常好的事情令人感动的这样子的事情，很多这样子的事情也是来自于我们的这个意识。
But the same goes for good things and inspiring things that have happened throughout history too. These also have originated in the consciousness of humans.
这样子以后呢，我们的意识不管是佛教怎么解释基督教怎么解释其他的宗教怎么解释不管怎么解释，意识是我们的这个生活当中确确实实是一个非常非常重要的东西。
So regardless how various religious traditions explain the consciousness, whether Buddhist explanation and maybe Christian explanation, quite apart from how it's defined, we cannot deny that really and truly, in a very concrete sense, our consciousness plays a vital role in our everyday lives.
所以我们对每一个人来说我们了解我们自己的这个意识这是对我们每一个人来说是一个非常重要的事情。
So because of this, to gain an understanding of our consciousnesses is something that is very important for every individual.
因为它跟我们的这个生活是息息相关的。
Because the relationship of our consciousness to our everyday lives is extremely close, it's extremely intimate.
所以我们今天大家要分析一下我们的这个讨论一下我们的这个意识的这个本质它到底是什么。
So today I'd like to have a bit of a conversation about what everyone understands the essence of consciousness to be.
首先我们可以这样子了解我们的我今天讲的这个意识是分析这个意识是根据佛教的观点来给大家描述。
So today the perspective or the explanation of consciousness that I am offering to everyone is done from the Buddhist perspective.
比如说我们每一个人的生活当中有很多很多的压力有很多的不开心的事情。
Everyone within their everyday lives experiences a great deal of pressure. They experience all kinds of unhappiness.
从表面上看这个不开心压力都是来自于外面的东西。
Looking at things superficially, these pressures and unhappy things derive from external sources.
比如说为了这个家庭工作等等然后这些东西不顺利的时候呢我们的内心当中有压力有痛苦不开心。
So, for example, when things happen in our families or at work, when things don't go well, this generates pressure and pain and unhappiness.
所以我们的方法我们所有人的方法是什么呢？当我们不开心的时候，然后我们的内心当中有想不通的事情，这样子的时候呢，我们会到外面的这个物质世界当中去寻找这个答案，还有我们到这个外面的物质世界当中去寻找解决的方法，我们不会往我们的内心当中去寻找这个解决的方法。
So what most people do when this happens, the default reaction is when we encounter unhappy episodes or matters in life that we're not able to solve, we turn to the material world for answers or solutions. We very seldom turn inwards to our inner worlds for answers.
所以我们的解决的方法很多时候都会失败所谓的失败就是说我们没有办法永久的解决这个问题临时解决了但是呢过一段时间这个问题又来了然后再次来这个问题的时候呢我们没有办法去面对没有办法去解决所以最后呢很多人的内心当中就是产生疾病精神的疾病比如说像抑郁症等等
So because this is the default approach we take, turning to the external world for answers, we're bound to fail. The reason is that it's not possible by relying on this method to address things in a permanent sense. It certainly might be possible to solve things temporarily, but after a while the same problem or another problem will arise, and we will similarly find ourselves not being able to solve it through this conventional approach. And when this continues to happen, then people end up becoming sick, becoming mentally ill, developing depression and conditions like this.
我们这个人的精神和我们的这个肉体的关系啊，这个关系呢，就像一台电脑，一台电脑的这个软件和硬件的关系啊，我们人的内心就像一台电脑的这个软件啊，意识就是软件。然后呢，我们的这个身体呢，包括这个大脑，都是好比是这个电脑的这个硬件就是一个硬件和软件的关系。
The relationship between our minds and bodies, we can liken to that between a computer's software and hardware. So we can say that the mind is like our software and that our bodies, including our brains, are like its hardware.
然后这个软件电脑的这个软件的这个程序里面，如果有了病毒有病毒产生了病毒，这样子以后呢，这电脑它的工作就不正常。
So if the software manifests a virus, then it is not possible for the rest of the computer to function normally.
那么这个时候我们应该怎么样去解决这个问题呢？
In this case, how should we go about addressing or resolving this problem?
软件电脑的软件有病毒这样子的话，那么我们不能到外面去寻找解决这个病毒的方法。
So when a computer has a virus, it's not possible to search for a solution to this in the external world.
那么方法是什么呢？就是从这个软件程序下手把软件这个程序里面的病毒就把它清理这样子以后呢，电脑它可以正常的工作。
So it's necessary in this situation to address the problem at the level of the computer program, and it's only at this level that we can properly resolve the problem of the virus.
同样的，我们的内心当中我们的意识当中有了压力有烦恼，有各种各样的这个不开心的这个事情的时候呢，最好就是我们到这个意识它本身这个意识当中去寻找解决这个方法，这样子我们可以找到彻底解决的方法。
So the same goes for our minds. When our minds experience afflictions and pressures and these kinds of things, then the best thing to do is for us to actually address these at the level of the mind.
可是我们现在还不了解意识它到底是什么东西那么在这个情况下，我们怎么样去意识到意识的这个就在意识当中我们怎么样去意识当中去寻找这个解决的方法呢？
However, if we don't understand what the nature of our consciousness is, then how can we turn to solutions to our various problems within our consciousness?
这个时候我们可以看看佛他怎么说。
So at this point, we can turn to the teachings of the Buddha and see what we can find there.
那么佛就是说，我们的意识它实际上就是没有像我们所看到的那么的糟糕我们看到的，比如说 压力、焦虑、不开心等等，都是这个意识的表面的现象，还不是它的本质。
So what the Buddha tells us is that in terms of our minds, that things aren't quite as bad as we perceive them to be. So in terms of pressure and anxiety and unhappiness, etc., these are only but the most exterior manifestations of our mind and not our mind's essence.
它的本质是智慧。
The basic essence of our minds is wisdom.
那么我们现在经常我们现在接触到的是意识的这个负面的、表面的这种现象，它的正面它的本质、它的智慧的这一面我们在日常生活当中不太容易接触到。
So what we tend to habitually encounter is the negative or superficial side of our consciousness, and as for the more positive or fundamental, the wisdom element of our consciousness, this is not something that we so easily or readily encounter in our everyday lives.
我们的意识它就像一块冰冰它的本质就是水。它的本质是水，然后水到了0度以下的时候呢，它就会变成冰。0度以上的时候呢，冰就可以变成水。我们现在我们的这个意识就像一块冰一样，但是它的本质是水。
We can liken our minds or our consciousness to ice, or a block of ice. So the basic nature of ice, of course, is water, and water at temperatures below 0 turns to ice, and above 0 becomes water. So again, we can say that our consciousness is like ice, but in actual fact, its basic nature is water.
那么冰它是固体的东西，那么这个固体的东西，它可以把它转化为液体因为它的本质是液体所以如果我们有一种方法的话找到一个方法的话，比如说我们可以加温温度提高了以后呢，这个冰就可以转化为水固体就可以转化为液体，这个不难不难。为什么呢？就是因为它的本质就是液体，所以把固体把它转化为液体是不是很难？
So because the essence of ice is water, which is a liquid, it is possible to transform it or ice is a solid. However, its essence is water, which is a liquid. So by using an appropriate method, such as increasing the temperature, it is possible to transform this solid substance of ice into its liquid form. And the reason that we are able to do this is because ice's basic nature is water. So if we do have an appropriate method, because its basic nature is water, therefore it's not particularly hard for us to transform it from its solid state into its liquid state.
所以我们现在我们要做的是什么呢？我们把我们的意识我们的烦恼各种各样的内心的烦恼、压力、焦虑把它转化为智慧。
So what is incumbent on us to do is to transform the afflictions and worries of our minds into wisdom.
我们的意识虽然它有很多的非常糟糕的地方就有些人很容易发脾气浮躁然后就是有各种各样的烦恼都很多但是它的本质 是智慧，所以我们可以把这个意识把它转化为这个智慧，这个不难，完全是可以的。
So even though our consciousnesses typically give rise to all kinds of negative manifestations, some people, for example, get angry very easily, others have unsettled and restless minds, but it's not difficult for us to transform our minds into wisdom for the very reason that our mind's basic nature is wisdom.
如果这样子，我们把我们的意识能够转化为这智慧的话，那么我们生活当中的所有的烦恼所有的烦恼就一下子全部从源头上就给解决了。
So if we're able to do this, if we're able to transform our minds to wisdom, then within that one step, all of our vexations and afflictions from their very root can be dispelled.
如果没有这种方法的话那我们自己的这种方法解决不了我们内心的问题。我们的方法是什么？比如说当我们是一个贫穷的人这样子的时候呢，我们认为只要我有钱我会幸福，我会快乐。那么这样子拼命的去挣钱就付出了很多的这个代价。总有一天有钱了，那么幸福吗？同样不幸福，有很多其他的不幸福、不开心的东西。
However, without a proper method to do this, then just relying on our own habitual methods, it's not likely that we will be successful. A typical approach that we tend to take is like that of a poor person who thinks that when they have a lot of money, they will be happy. They work extremely hard, they pay a heavy price, they make lots of sacrifices, and then they are able to make money. But are they then happy? No, not necessarily. They may in fact be just as unhappy as ever.
我们的意识比如说我们的生活的基本的这个需求都给满足了，没有任何的压力的时候呢，然后我们的意识它就一定会为了其他的东西苦恼，所以总是没有办法满足没有办法让它满足那么它不满足只要它不满足，然后呢它给我们创造各种各样的这个痛苦和不开心。
So once we are able to address all of our life's basic needs, once we've fulfilled all of those needs and exist in a state of no immediate pressure, our minds will still find a way to cause us vexation. Our minds will go looking for other things. So there's really no way to satisfy the desire of our mind, which then leads to suffering and unhappiness.
那么这个时候我们需要做的就是我们要把我们自己的内心要给它加工比如说我们把一块冰加热了以后呢，它就会变成这个水同样的我们把我们的意识稍微再加工一下加工了以后呢，它就逐渐的会变成智慧。
So what we do need to do is refine our minds. So just as by heating ice it's possible to turn it into water, by refining our consciousness, gradually it's possible to transform our minds into wisdom.
那么这个加工的这个方法呢，叫什么呢？用佛教的话来讲，这叫做修心。
So what is that process of refinement? Well, from a Buddhist perspective, we refer to it as Buddhist practice.
这个 修行的方法呢，它有一套一整套的这个方法有方法。这个因为我们今天时间的这个关系还没有办法介绍这个整个这个修行的方法，但是我们知道今天我们就通过这堂课，我们知道我们的内心意识是可以被加工的可以被转化为这个智慧的明白这个道理就可以了。今天我们就这样子就可以，然后呢下一步然后进一步的去了解。那么我想加工我自己的这个意识那么加工的方法是什么呢？我们进一步的去了解学习。
So in terms of methods of practice, Buddhism is equipped with a very extensive set of teachings, but due to our time constraints today, I don't have time to go into any detail on these. It's sufficient today, though, if we just make the point that our minds, our consciousnesses are something that are able to be refined. It is possible for us to refine our consciousness. It's possible for us to transform our minds into wisdom. And if we understand this point, then that's enough for today. And then the next step, obviously, would be to continue to develop insights into how we go about refining our minds.
还有我们可以这样子理解我们的心就像一颗矿石一样矿石。那么矿石从表面上看，它就是一个石头用我们的肉眼看不能看到它的矿物质但是矿石跟其他的石头不一样的，就是这个矿石里面就有矿物质。
So another example that we can use that might be helpful to understanding this point is likening our minds to rocks that contain mineral deposits. And rocks that contain mineral deposits, when we just look at them, they appear like any other kind of rock, like any other kind of ordinary stone. But the difference from ordinary stone is precisely the fact that they do contain mineral deposits.
虽然我们的肉眼看不到这个矿石的这个矿物质但是呢，这个矿石加工了以后呢，然后可以把它的这个矿物质可以分离出来这个时候从这个石头里面呢，可以体验出它的矿物质。
So even though just looking at this rock, it's not possible for us to see the material deposits, it is possible through a process of refinement to extract the mineral deposit from the rock.
同样的，我们的心我们的意识从表面上看起来就是一个很浮躁的，有各种各样的情绪，有各种各样的烦恼，就是一个很糟糕的这样子的东西但是呢，它的本质没有那么糟糕它的本质就是智慧就像这个石头矿石，它有矿物质一样，我们的内心的深处就是有智慧。
So the same can be said for our minds. Looking at it superficially, we could say that they are really pretty deplorable things. They're filled with, they're unsettled, they're restless, perturbed, plagued by all kinds of moods and negative emotions, etc. However, these things are not the essence of the mind. The essence of the mind is wisdom, and as it's possible to extract precious minerals from rocks that contain them, so too is it possible to reveal or extract wisdom from our minds.
一块冰放在那里，我们看不到它是液体。然后呢，一个矿石放在那里，我们也看不到它里面有什么这个矿物质的成分但是它们被加工了以后呢， 它确确实实可以变成液体，可以变成矿物质。
So a block of ice, if we were just to put it here and look at it, we wouldn't be able to see that it is in its essence water. Similarly, if we were to look at a rock, just looking at it, we wouldn't be able to perceive its mineral elements. But it is possible through a process of refinement to concretely and in fact reveal water and mineral elements.
那么这个道理首先是被首先是释迦牟尼佛发现了，那么发现了以后呢，就是这么2500多年的这么一个漫长的这个过程当中然后有无数个人去实验了去加工了他们自己的这个意识，最后很多人成功了，真的是他们就是很成功的把自己的这个烦恼就让它变成了这个智慧，彻底的解决了他们的所有的烦恼。
The discoverer of this principle that I have described just now was the Buddha 2,500 years ago. And in the time that has passed since then, countless numbers of people, countless numbers of practitioners have put this to the experiment and have sought to refine their own minds and to eliminate their afflictions and negative mental states, and they have been successful in this venture and thoroughly addressed their mental negativities from the root.
一个人的一生当中就会有很多很多的这个变化有些时候就很幸福，有些时候呢很痛苦，有很多的这样子的这个起和落但是把内心当中把我们的意识变成智慧这样子的话，那么外面发生了什么事情发生了什么事情，这些都不会影响到我们的这个内心所以外面发生了什么事情，他都不会感到这个痛苦不开心。
So in our lives, we experience many changes. Sometimes we experience great happiness, other times great sadness. There is often a lot of ups and a lot of downs. However, if we're able to transform our minds into wisdom, then regardless of what transpires in the external world, it won't be of negative impact on our minds. We won't give rise to strong feelings of pain or unhappiness.
现在这个时代我们更加的需要解决我们的内心的问题。
And especially in the times that we currently live, it's especially important for us to go about addressing our inner problems.
因为科技发达了以后呢，给我们的生活带来了非常非常多的方便然后给我们创造了非常辉煌的这个物质生活但是创造了这个物质生活的同时我们的内心当中也产生了很多的以前不存在的这些焦虑和压力。
And the reason for this is that with advances in technology, we have been able to enjoy all kinds of unprecedented conveniences. Science and technology have given us an extremely splendid kind of material life. At the same time, however, these changes have meant that our inner minds give rise to all kinds of anxiety and pressures that we haven't experienced before.
全世界每年有100多万人去自杀。
Every year there are 1 million people in the world who commit suicide.
有2000多万人去自杀没有成功的。
2000多万。 20 million, and there are 20 million people who attempt suicide but are not successful.
然后这个抑郁症焦虑症就是一年比一年多，这个患者一年比一年多。
And sufferers of depression, year after year, continue to increase.
然后我们全世界的幸福指数一直都在下降。
And the happiness index of the world, year after year, continues to decrease.
这些都是说明我们要解决我们内心的问题。
So all these are signs of the fact, or point to the fact that we really need to go about resolving these inner problems of the mind.
这个问题目前就是一个至关重要的问题。
Right now, it's an extremely important issue.
那么这个问题解决的方法佛教里面是很多的。
In terms of how we might go about addressing this problem, Buddhism, the Buddhist teachings, have a great deal of resources.
首先第一步是我们要知道我们的这个意识是可以被加工的可以被转换的。首先我们理论上要确定这个。
So the first thing we need to do, the first step, is to confirm that it is in fact possible for us to refine our minds, to transform our consciousness.
好，这个理论上我们确定了以后呢，然后我们再去学习，那么它的加工的方法是什么？
So having confirmed or established that this is possible, the next thing to do is go about learning how we actually go about doing this.
比如说我们西方非常现在非常流行这个禅修，通过禅修来解决我们的这个压力但是这个方法呢也只能解决一部分的问题如果没有把我们的意识转化为智慧把它转化为智慧的话，那么通过禅修或者是通过吃药也只能解决一部分的问题，也只能临时解决，不能彻底的解决。
In current times, meditation is extremely popular in the West, and many people use it as a way to reduce and address stress and pressure in daily life. However, relying on meditation for this only enables us to partially address the problem without actually transforming our minds into a state of wisdom. Then whether we rely on meditation or medication, we are only able to partially address the issue, or you might say only temporarily address it. We're not able to achieve a permanent outcome.
彻底解决问题的这个方法呢，我们就是要这个有很多的这个层次就是很多的层次，要一步的去学习。那么比如说夏威夷这边的话，也有这个藏传佛教的这个中心比如说噶举派的这个昨天我们去的那个中心可能还有其他的中心还有其他的这个佛教的中心可能会有。那么我想这些中心当中呢，我想我们应该可以学到这个我们的内心意识转化为智慧的这些方法。
But in terms of completely transforming our minds into wisdom, there are many different levels and stages within this, and we need to go about learning about them one by one. In Hawaii, there is a Tibetan Buddhist center on this island, a Kagyu center, and I presume there are other Buddhist centers as well. And I don't doubt that at these centers it's possible for us to find out more about the methods that we can use to go about refining our minds.
还有汉传佛教还有南传佛教，那么这些佛教里面都有 很多一是转化的这个方法所有佛教里面都有的，希望大家去了解学习。
And insofar as methods for transforming our minds are concerned, the Chinese Buddhist tradition and the Theravadan Buddhist tradition also have resources in this regard, and it's my hope that everyone goes about learning more about these methods and practices.
今天因为时间的关系，我们就讲到这里。
Today that our time is pretty much up.
Sonam de danjo zoba nya domne ni be dana ba che ja de ga nan je wa long zhe ba zhe bin zo lian zhou a zhou ren xiu